Raider fans have been clamoring to get this one started all week. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders offense will have the football first. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Looking downfield, it's Battiato. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So Sam Houston's offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He's got it again. There he goes. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Watson. Makes the catch, it's Black. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
To the air on 2nd down. That's reeled in, it's Green. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for room, it's Green. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Got a man. It's Porter. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Watson. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Fitted in the window for the score.
No doubt who the quarterback was going to on that play. Down close, by the goal line. There was only one dude that could make that play, and the quarterback found him.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun. That's caught. It's Lacey. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking downfield, it's Battiato. With the catch, it's Cox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Phillips. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Porter. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Vattiato. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before that.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. To the air, it's Watson. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Phillips. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
The first down pass, complete to the tight end. Gain of 5.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Murfreesboro. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
He'll put toe together and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Going to the run to start this second half. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Back to pass, it's Watson. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They just keep firing. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking for a man. It's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Bearcats! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. An 84-yard drive there. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacey. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Now the play fake. There's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Battiato. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And here comes the punt team.
To kick it away.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Black. Turning it on! Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Gain of 19 on the play. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here.
0.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Black. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Rides to back and leaves it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
On 3rd and short. They'll ride the running back here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's a first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Porter. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Direct snap. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Watson. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Battiato. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.